welcome or welcome back to Energy. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Did someone sign a non-disclosure agreement recently? Or did you sign one inadvertently? Or someone's trying to enforce a non-disclosure agreement when there never was one? Sneaky motherfuckers. Let's see. I think that's why we're starting with the shadow deck, y'all. Oh, I got vampire on the bottom of the deck. Narcissist supply. Keep you on the side. Shout out to the snakes. Okay, let's see. There's self-sabotaging energy. Someone wants you to come off as an evil queen, or someone is already coming off as an evil queen. Evil queen, eviline, but they look good though. And they actually seem very soft and nurturing. This is giving Empress vibes. So I don't know if this is like lies being cast over a divine feminine. This is really, this equates to, of course, there are always going to be people when you're moving in authenticity and you're not just people pleasing. There will always be people who will think you're mean. Anyone who wants you to please them in a way that you do not want to please them is going to consider you to be mean, bitchy, arrogant, proud, too good for them. You think you're better than, it goes on and on and on and on and on. So I just feel like you're on your throne, and I feel like you have many boundaries. Your boundaries are stiff, and likely they have to be because of the energy that you hold. All right, so someone's lost their control of an energy supply. I'm hearing time's up. Self-doubt. Okay, so this queen was someone's narcissistic supply, and it may have been like a contract or like a binding agreement, maybe mutual agreement or something like that. It was mutually beneficial for a time period, but it has led to some kind of self-doubt or issue with shadow energies. Okay, so this could be other people connected here, other people in this situation. I see a mirror as well, so I don't know, but something is plummeting, or something was like, okay, so depleted. That vampire energy, someone overtook, okay, getting greedy. They took too much energy. They took too much, and it plummeted this person into their fear, into doubt, maybe deep into their shadow energy. But actually this is where their courage is. So someone, whatever they did here, it actually sent this person to confront every fear in maybe record time and find the courage to get out of it, because this person ended up finding their throne. It's like being tossed into your emotions and you go into the ocean, but at the bottom of the ocean you realize there's a whole throne. You're like Aquaman or some shit. You're like Ariel or some shit. So yeah, okay, mermaids could be significant. What else? This is candy. Mummy. Okay. Um, Someone doesn't really know where they belong without their connection to you. Your energy gave this person a lot of clarity, or these are other people connected to you. I'm feeling like, yeah, there are people who are crying out at this time because of the way that their life has changed without your energy. Your energy could have provided protection. I was talking about your boundaries, but something about your energy, it comes with those boundaries. Your energy comes with those boundaries. So certain protections people are no longer sensing or feeling. In a sense, you may have people who now feel dead inside now that you have completely disconnected. So with Necromancer, I feel as if you are still able to connect with someone even though that person may not really be a part of your life. So that's kind of like a ghost energy. That could also be someone that helps you to keep your boundaries up, because I'm getting that when there is like danger, you can hear their warning scream. Someone could have siren energy, so they alert you to what is going on. Especially when there tends to be like either a rehashing of the past. So there's like, I don't know, someone's not letting go, someone's not forgiving. There's a rehashing of the past, or there is this coming together, like where the past meets the present. So it's like a clashing. There's clashing energy. All right, let's see. Let's get tarot. No, let's ground this. Let's get some from the Oracle deck. I'm not really getting this story. Tell me about the Queen energy. It's giving Queen of Swords, but it's also giving Empress, which is interesting. Like a Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords boundaries. That type of vibe. That's what I'm getting. What's the Evil Queen? Oh, okay. Yeah, you had to put these boundaries up. You were warned. You were warned. Warning signs, take heed, risky situation. The alarms went off. You could have been giving a lot of attention to alarms, and eventually one of those manifested in a way that you were forced to retreat and find peace. We have single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, and on the hunt. So that's where the doubt was coming from. Whoever your supply, this connection you have, I get these vibes quite often. I haven't gotten it in a while, but it's like you had a 50 Shades of Grey type of situation. Everything was, this could have been like a soul connection, right? And everything is mutual, but not really mutual. Like, if you could have it differently, you would. But you're accepting what it is that you are being offered because of the person that the offer is coming through. But it doesn't change the fact that this is likely something you would not do, or you would not sign up for, or commit to, or obligate yourself to, if it wasn't for this person, okay? So with doubt here, I feel as if some doubt creeped in about the person that you were actually making these kind of adjustments, or if you were taming yourself, if you were being open, if you were letting your guard down, maybe forgiving things, turning over a new leaf, creating peace, offering clarity, honesty, transparency, if you were healing things, if you were feeding, clothing, keeping people housed, or like, you know, if you were taking care of people in this situation, you were taking care of people in this situation, I feel like the doubt came from, there is something that rose, something that it's like your boundaries were initiated because of this. I'm getting this alarm. these red flags, warning signs. Okay, something was telling you this is not a safe situation. This is not a safe dynamic for you. This is not whatever you're feeling connected to, or whatever you're trying to connect to, it is not who you think it is, or something like that. Or you need to doubt the person, like you were under attack, really. Saying like your crown was under attack, your throne was under attack. Someone was trying to, I feel like, usurp, uproot, take out your authority. And you got fed up with this person. You know who this person is already. You knew who this person was. With red flag, you were alerted. So I don't know if the connection or this agreement that you have, I don't know if you're having it with someone else, but if you knew that it was not the person that you thought initially, then when you found out who this person was, you already, like, this is not, you were completely against it. Or you may just be completely against this person. So I feel like the issue is confusion. And that's because this is happening in the shadows. And I feel like that's what this warning sign or this warning cry is, almost like a cry of war. Because this could be you saying, I'm not going to war anymore. I'm not going to war. You all can go to war. I've already said what I said. I already feel how I feel. You look very comfortable. You look chill, easy. And like I said, your boundaries are on fleek. You already know what it is. So you're not going here. So it feels like you retreated, reneged, or something like that. Because on the bottom of the deck, deadline, procrastination, too busy. Someone's too busy. Someone's procrastinating. Someone's letting something go on for way too long, and it was starting to affect your equilibrium, starting to affect, excuse me, your peace. So someone, whoever this is though, if this actually is a connection that you were in with cuffing season, someone that you wanted to be in a relationship with, this person failed to protect you. So it's the deadline. That's why I said, like, the time is up. Bye, Felicia. This is you saying goodbye. It's almost as if you're letting go of someone that you are realizing this person is gone. Whoever you thought this person was, they're no longer there. They're no longer there. Bye, Felicia. Thank you, next. Leaving and not caring. All right, let's get a tarot. Tell me about this queen. You might have a bouncy on your head here with the red flag energy. For some of you with the cuffing season, like I said, this was supposed to be a trap. You were never supposed to get out of this contract. You were never supposed to be able to sever this tie or this obligation or be in somebody's narcissistic supply. You were never supposed to see that. You were never supposed to get out of it. Yeah, baby. I'm doing something right now. I'll be done in a second. You see me. And I see you. Hi. Hi. When I'm done. No. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is an ex. 5 of Cups. An ex that's unwilling to let go, or they're looking at their life and they can't find the happy side of it, or how they'll be stable, or how they'll be happy without you. That's the person that you're no longer pleasing. This is the person here who is calling you an evil queen, or who, like, is pretty much, this is the person that wants your head on a platter. All right. What's self-doubt and cuffing season? We have strength. So I feel like you are in a new connection, or you're solid on a new connection, even if the new connection is with you. Like, you could be single, ready to mingle, ready for a solid connection, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily in one, or you know who you want to be with, or you are with another person and you're standing on it. So somebody has no choice but to let go. Eventually, if you can't accept a separation, a division, especially from someone, I'm going to say of your caliber, you could be male or female, but this is like when your heart is out of a situation, it is done. So you can call them cold, you can call them a narcissist, you can call them a bitch, you can call them arrogant, you know, you can call them out cold, or whatever you want to come up with to evil lies or villainize this person. But likely they do not care. As a matter of fact, the fact that they are going cold on you and putting up boundaries is actually a sign of maturity and peace. Because this person could be a whole wild beast in your life. With the Strength card, this is a lion. They're taming themselves. They're choosing to take a better route, or to, you know, do this situation differently. But this person likely could be a whole lot more cutthroat when it comes to situations like this. So the fact that someone is pissed just because they're saying no, because they don't want them, because they don't want to honor this contract, or if this is you and you're getting out of a contract that was not beneficial to you, or you felt like this person did not live up to whatever it was that the contract stated, like you're paying attention to the warning signs, you're taking heed, and you're just choosing to change yourself. You're not trying to like throw your authority around and change anybody else. So I feel like you could have been doubting yourself for a moment, but with Strength, it feels like you conquered that. That could have been the whole reason that you went back into this cycle, especially if it felt like you were rehashing past things. Yeah, someone was in the Hermit energy, and that was so that you could find this clarity. This is finding yourself. This is finding yourself, finding your truth, and it's not on one side or the other. Somewhere in between the best version of you and the worst version of you is your actual, factual, aligned truth. So that's what you discovered. That's what you found. And I feel like that's exactly what became known by you too with the Queen of Wands, is that it doesn't matter what crumbles and falls. That's why you're not afraid to let situations go, jobs go, homes go, cars go, people go, because all of those things return to you as soon as you find your next throne. If one throne is shown to have a rocky foundation, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it has a rocky foundation in the first place. This was a bad investment. You have no issue with cutting your losses, cutting your ties, and setting up a kingdom elsewhere where you can do it better. Because with the Five of Cups, you do sit long enough with whatever it is that you've lost. You go down the rabbit holes in order to get those little nuggets of gold, that information, that golden information, that cash money information that will help you to not make the same mistakes the next time around. Like, you do the work. You do the work. So once you get to your throne and you put that crown on, it's going down. It's period. That's period. Something's going to shift. Something's going to change. And yeah, people remember you. Either they remember you because, like I said, you gave them light. You lit up their life. You were the color. You were the excitement. You were the passion. You were the drive. You were the warmth. You were the care, the nurture. Okay, the support. Or they're stressed the fuck out, worried, concerned, frustrated because of what they've lost. Because they know what they've lost. This is a lot of times if you find yourself in situations where you invested in a connection where you ignored the warning signs. So you knew better, but you gave the person the benefit of the doubt. And once it got to the point where you started to doubt yourself here with self-doubt, that's when you realize that the connection really is dead. And only thing that can happen here is for you to sever your ties. Cut your losses. So someone is upset about that. That could be someone that's not used to doing that. This is someone who drags their feet. They procrastinate even when it's matters of the heart, like, or matters of the mind. Like, this may be someone that will just shut off their mind, shut off their heart, and just continue to move like an autopilot, dead in the inside, but showing up day by day for life, making a continuous sacrifice of themselves. Now, for some, it could be for the greater good, but honestly, this isn't growing anything. It's probably making everybody sick, fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated. Ignoring the warning signs, feeling caged and not free, feeling dead inside, feeling like you don't belong anywhere, or not understanding the last time that you felt safe, that you felt connected, that you felt happy. That's not healthy. It's not healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for anybody. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is a situation where this is either you or the person, the person that you're disconnecting from or severing the contract with. There's a lot of self-deception, and there's a lot of misinformation. There is a lot of confusion. So because of the miscommunication, I feel, or the lack of communication, there's a lot of, people are lying to themselves about the situation, and then they're judging or misjudging the situation. But this is getting ready to turn around. We have justice and judgment. So divine judgment. Ooh. There's a turning point that's happening here. That's judgment and excuse me. Yes, you. Could you please? I'm trying to do what I'm doing, but you keep interrupting me on purpose. Thank you. We have justice and judgment. That's divine intervention. That's divine intervention, and someone knows it. Someone knows. Like I said, they failed to. I don't know if they were supposed to protect you, protect this connection. If there was something that was supposed to happen here, but the deadline, they have not. They haven't met a deadline. They didn't meet their quota. The contract is null and void. Tantrum noted. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. That could be someone acting out because of your practicality. So this may have to do with business or work. You could be accomplishing something against all odds. And there's someone here with the King of Wands energy that desperately wants to stop you. But it's because they have someone on their back. Like if they don't stop you, this person, they feel they owe someone else. They're not operating for themselves. They're operating for someone that they feel is above them. Oh, you broke your motorcycle. Let me see. See? Why did you throw a tantrum? You see what tantrums do? Now look at that. I think it's fixable. But you see what tantrums do? You can break your toy acting out. This is the one we was just playing with. I like this. Hold on. Let me see. There. It's not broken. See? So if you calm down, and if you would have calmed down when it broke, then we wouldn't even have to go through all of that, right? Can I get an apology?
Yeah. Well, duh.
Right, but I would like for you to say sorry because you just acted out and threw a whole tantrum on me. When, look at that. Look how easy that was. You don't think you should say sorry? No? Okay. That's fine. For now. You can have your opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. Alright, so that could be a situation here too. Someone's under judgment just because of what they've done, how they've treated you. Knowing who you are, knowing your generosity or your good spirit, just knowing your character really. Attacking you mostly just so that they could heal themselves. It's selfish. Either they were trying to heal themselves or, like I said, they owe somebody else. There's a lion here on their back. They're afraid of someone who is not taming themselves. So they're like running from someone else or trying to save face with someone else and having tantrums or going at it with you, tearing down your character or trying to tear you down, rather, like trying to control you for their own peace. Okay, so they're being judged for that. They're being judged for that. This person kept making you a willing sacrifice so that they could hold up a certain mask in their life. They wanted to hold up to some kind of fake version of self, and the way that they were doing it is by controlling you. So as long as they could control you, they could control the viewpoint of the masses. Oh no. So we have bye Felicia. This could be someone, yeah, I feel like this is what has happened here. Not only have you abandoned a throne in your life, but you severed a connection with someone which dethroned this person too, because the crown they were wearing, they got it off of you. The throne they were sitting on, they built it on your back. It was dependent on your willingness to perform or your willingness to conform. Okay, so your freedom, and then the fact that this person can't get back to you, they can't get to you, they cannot penetrate your boundaries, like, it's over. It's a wrap. So someone's being seen. And I do feel as if, oh, you have the Emperor. I was going to say there's someone who is rising from this situation. There is someone who is rising from this situation. Tell me about the Emperor. That would be your equal, honestly. Maybe there are two of you in this situation, and you are saying goodbye to these people who have made these 50 Shades of Grey contracts with you. Basically, that's like soul contracts, but you intend a soul contract to mean like mind, body, heart, soul, spirit, all of it, right? 50 Shades of Grey, that's just your body. Your body. You can get your love anywhere. You can love anybody. You can, I mean, and look, no judgment here, but someone is being judged because I feel like that's not what they signed up for. There was something trickery, some kind of deceit was going on. Someone kept trying to make these karmic contracts here that were based on, I'm going to say, lust with the 50 Shades of Grey. And they weren't made in good trust or good faith. Matter of fact, with self-doubt, this is a situation where I feel like you already felt like something was off or something wasn't right, but you were being self-sacrificing and people-pleasing. So that's when they were happy for that. But once you detached, that's when you became evil. That's when you became the villain because you were no longer playing their game. Okay. Let's see. What's the Emperor and by Felicia? Oh, Six of Cups in reverse. Someone is saying goodbye. They're finally putting an end to this situation here. For some of you, this is divine intervention, and this is the turning point. That new connection that we were talking about, this is the turning point. You could have already got yourself out of a situation, but this is this person's end game. This is their chess move. This is them getting out of a similar situation to you. One that will not return to what it used to be with the Six of Cups in reverse. They may have had an opportunity to revamp or revive something from the past here, but I feel like this is this person saying, like, truly saying goodbye. And that's because they're ready to invest elsewhere. Even the Nine of Swords in reverse, this person doesn't care anymore. And I feel like that's where you are too. So you guys are on the same page with that. And then we also have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that could be this Emperor reaching out to you. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave the energy here, leave the reading here, and I will see you guys in the next live. Bye. Why have 3 of you watched me this entire time and neither one of you hit the like button? You're weird.